So I see a guy the other day drinking like regular milk, like cow's milk, and I'm like, how dare he? Okay, why did I tell that bad joke? Because I have some really important information to share with you today. We're going to look at some information given by Dr. Milton Mills, and I think you'll find it very interesting. And you will want to stock up on your almond milk and soy milk just like me. Who is Dr. Milton Mills, and why do I think you should listen to him? Check out some of his credentials.
Residency at Georgetown University Hospital. He now practices urgent care medicine in the D.C. area. Dr. Mills was Associate Director of Preventive Medicine and an advisory board member for Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, also known as PCRM, and he was the lead plaintiff in PCRM's lawsuit asking for warning labels on milk. Dr. Mills was also interviewed in the very excellent documentary, What the Health?
Milk does a body good. It's not science. It's marketing. It's nonsense. There's absolutely no study, no science to support that. That's a slogan. My name is Dr. Milton Mills. I am an internal medicine and critical care physician, which means that I run an ICU when I'm at work, take care of people who are very, very sick. I transitioned to plant-based diet as a teenager. The benefits of going plant-based were immediate. Within, I would say, a week to 2 weeks, my acne just disappeared. I had more energy, I required less sleep, and my thinking was a lot clearer. Cow's milk has been shown to have high levels of estrogen, growth hormones that promote disease over the long haul. Cow's milk is a liquid secretion made by the mammary glands of a cow that is designed to help a baby calf grow. It is not meant for humans to be ingesting it. In my mind, I think of milk sort of like meth. You can choose to ingest it for fun and recreation, but in no sense of anyone's imagination can it be considered healthful or good for you. And studies have shown that people that eat dairy foods on a regular basis have higher levels of a hormone called IGF, insulin-like growth factor. And insulin-like growth factor is a known cancer promoter. There's nothing about having excess hormones in the body that benefits the body. If anything, it overtaxes the organs, and as I said, over the long haul, will lead to disease. The dietary guidelines need to be changed so that the dairy recommendation is removed entirely. As I said, dairy is not a food, it's a material. And you can choose to do it, but you don't have to. And because of the health consequences, you shouldn't. I made the switch for good.
Me too, Dr. Mills. I made the switch for good too. But I don't see really, after hearing that, why you wouldn't want to. There are so many replacements, and you're never going to know if you could do it if you don't give them a try. That's why I'm saying, if you have health issues or if you just want to feel better and live longer, the one main thing you can do is at least give it a try. And the vanilla almond milk is what I drink. They have oat milk, they've got soy milk, they have even chocolate milk in this. They've got really, really good vegan mayo that I always talk about, made by Hellmann's. There are really replacements for cheese, anything that you're used to eating where you could say, no, I definitely am not going to be able to do that. I would suggest that you just go out there and give a couple of these products that I always talk about a try. I've tried almost every single one of them at some point or another over the last couple of years, and I know some of them I don't like. There are certain kinds of vegan ranch that didn't taste good, but there are certain kinds of foods that don't taste good that you go out and eat, or that you buy. You might have found a brand of regular dairy food that you don't like. Some people don't like the off-brand of something. You may have found a restaurant, an Asian restaurant where you're like, I don't like this one, but I love the lo mein at this one. So there are all kinds of foods that we don't like and we do like. I would suggest if you try one brand, or you try an oat milk that you don't like, try the soy milk. I tend to like the vanilla soy, but if that's too sweet, they have original. You know, I put this in oatmeal. I use it to make mashed potatoes. We use the vegan mayo to make potato salad, coleslaw, anything that calls for that in a recipe that you think, I cannot give this up because I would miss cheese. Well, there's tons of cheese out there that you can get that's plant-based, and it tastes really good. I know, shocking, but it really does. And you will not know, there are tons of people who agree with me too. And of course, like I said, don't try one brand and it's like, oh, I tasted that and that doesn't taste good. If that were the case, and it did happen to me, I tried a veggie burger many years ago and it was really creepy. It had like actual vegetables in it. And I was like, oh, I don't see how people could go vegetarian or vegan because of that. And look what happened. If I had only stopped and tried that one product, I wouldn't have gained all the health benefits that I have now. So I just encourage you, and I'm just really passionate because I know the positive changes that have happened for me and have happened for so many people, healing themselves, getting off their medications. And one of the biggest things that Dr. Mills and others talk about is how literally we were not meant to drink the milk of a baby cow. Of a cow. That's for baby cows. You know, we're the only species that would think about drinking the milk of another animal. Our own mother's milk was made for us, and only to a certain point where we were healthy enough to be able to get the nutrients on our own. Like, literally, it is so much research out there that proves this point. And unfortunately, the mainstream media and the dairy industry and the meat industry, they've got so much stake in the game. Sorry about the pun, but they actually really drive this home to try to really manipulate the facts and try to make you think that you have to have meat for protein and you have to have dairy to, keep you healthy. Like Dr. Mills said, milk does a body good is not science, it's marketing. So that's all for today. Thank you all for being here, for following my journey. And if you need help, please message me at any time. I'm right there to answer any questions you have and help you with any vegan knowledge that I have.
If you're still here, viewer discretion is advised.
Tears to your eyes, and that's one of the parts of the vegan journey that I've taken that I didn't know about from the beginning. I just know how much I have like an attachment to our pets, and I know how attached Tux was to her babies. She had kittens about 8-9 years ago now, and I remember we had pet them and we had read that you had to wait a certain amount of time, but we must have done it too early. And when we woke up the next morning, Tux had actually moved every single one of her babies like off behind the television because she was very protective, just like all parents are. So when you think about, oh, well, I'm just going to eat eggs or drink milk, it's not hurting any animal, it's just they're laying the eggs and they're being milked, you don't realize like all of the impacts that it has. And I didn't know this either. Like, I mean, as I said, I've ate meat and drank milk just like everybody else for 42 years of my life, but once I realized it, I'm like, people don't know this stuff goes on. They don't know the health impacts, and they don't know the impacts it has on the environment, what it has on animals, and just a load of things that you're not going to hear about in the mainstream. So that's why I'm here to put this information out there, as well as many other people, which I appreciate all of you sharing the information and knowledge on this page. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and check out veganknowledge.com. It's a website I've created. I'm still working on it, but it's going to have all of the information that I share, hopefully mostly all of it, and it'll be in like blog posts and different articles. So I hope that you'll all visit that and sign up for the emails. And again, thank you so much for being here. Enjoy your evening, and happy Valentine's Day. I think we're gonna do like a Valentine's Day giveaway, like a drawing, so I'll be in touch about that.